Welcome to Trivia Clips. Are you ready to test your knowledge about one of the most iconic hard rock bands of all time? This is part 1 of the Scorpions, True or False Challenge. You have 5 seconds to answer each one. True or false? Let's rock. 1. Scorpions were formed in Berlin, Germany. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. False. Scorpions were actually formed in Hanover, Germany in 1965. Guitarist Rudolf Schenker started the band with a clear rock vision. They later added Klaus Meine as their iconic vocalist. Hanover's underground scene shaped their early sound. Berlin became important later, but it wasn't their birthplace. 2. Klaus Meine lost his voice and never sang again. You have 5 seconds to answer true or false. Correct answer. False. Klaus Meine did lose his voice in the early 1980s. He underwent multiple vocal surgeries during recovery. The band almost replaced him, but he fought back. He returned stronger and recorded Blackout afterwards. It became one of their biggest hits ever. 3. Wind of Change was inspired by a visit to New York City. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. False. The song was inspired by their trip to Moscow in 1989. They played at the Moscow Music Peace Festival. Klaus Meine was moved by the unity and change. The fall of the Berlin Wall was in the air. That emotion fueled their most famous ballad. 4. Rudolf Schenker is also the lead singer of the band. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. False. Rudolf is the rhythm guitarist and founder, not the lead singer. Klaus Meine has always been the voice of Scorpions. Rudolf focused on riffs, writing, and stage energy. He occasionally did backing vocals or live intros, but Klaus remained their vocal identity. 5. Scorpions only sing in German. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. False. Most of their discography is in English, not German. They chose English to reach a global audience. That helped them break into the US and Asia. Only a few tracks or versions are in German. Their sound was always aimed at the world. 6. The song Rock You Like a Hurricane came out in the 1990s. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. False. It was released in 1984 on the album Love at First Sting. The song became their signature anthem worldwide. It features heavy riffs and explosive vocals. Still played in sports arenas and movies today. The 80s were their true golden decade. 7. Scorpions were banned in several countries. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. Due to provocative album covers and lyrics, some bans occurred. Their 70s artwork caused controversy in multiple regions. Middle Eastern and Asian countries censored releases. They later changed covers for broader markets. Censorship followed them despite their peace message. 8. Their early albums were psychedelic rock. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. Their debut album, Lonesome Crow, had a psychedelic sound. It was more experimental and less hard rock. Guitarist Michael Schenker's style shaped that era. The shift to heavy metal came later in the 70s. Their transformation was gradual but dramatic. 9. They've never performed in South America. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. False. Scorpions have a massive fan base in South America. They've played in Brazil, Argentina, Chile, and more. Their energy and ballads resonate with Latin audiences. Huge stadium crowds chant every word of Still Loving You. They're beloved across the continent. 10. The band once announced a farewell tour but came back. You have 5 seconds to answer, true or false. Correct answer, true. They announced a farewell tour around 2010, but fan demand and passion reignited their fire. They realized they weren't ready to retire. New albums and tours followed soon after. The Scorpions refused to fade quietly. End of part 1. How many did you get right? Stay tuned because part 2 is even louder.